What do you want, Bob? I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing like a roam.
Dicey for the Lush in that case.
Certainly so. Top lane, a lot of damage being dealt to Tino right now. Shanks copying it as well. Mystic Snake is out. Shanks one hit away from dying, and he's gone. Tino, he tried to show up and stop Dust from chasing him down, but your main concern is still the fact that Dust is absolutely free farming on the Medusa. And he got the best start he possibly could ask for with that first blood gold going his way. Meanwhile, bottom lane, PYW gonna get jumped and he's gonna go down. Palos able to secure his own kill as Xiang Yu still going, risking his life for this though. He's gonna get Carlo, but it's not worth it if he dies. Palos trying to get that final hit in. Oh, needs a couple more. Riptide. It's not proccing. Oh, it's not proccing.
Yeah, it's a missed opportunity for Palos.
Here we go. PYW. We're trying to charge Palos, try and punish him, but Palos rotating a little bit earlier. I mean, obviously the 6-minute power rune timing is coming. QIQX rotating maybe a little bit too early because Bob's just rushed in. With the onslaught and now the trample, it's a very simple kill here for Bob. And he is in position to try and random the power rune up top. Yes, and in fact, Bob's not going to bother. PYW, he'll go for a charge in. Shanks does get caught by the Split Earth and he's down. Emo able to secure his own support kill.
Close. If you got 2 more right clicks with the DD up on Carlo, that might have been it. PYW still hanging around the area as well, looking for the 7-minute rune.
Charge in again. Wisdom Rune is picked up by PYW and Carlo actually does end up dropping, but here comes the onslaught. Bob is there with the trample to make sure they at least get Xiang Yu. Where did the other Wisdom Rune go?
For the side of IG, granted it's still going a little bit better than Tino's lane right now in the Doom. Just not having the best of times solo. They're trying to make more moves mid.
Oh, Bob, that's a lot of damage on Emo. Emo trying to run, eats the Fairy Fire. He has no wand charges, but he's going to turn back around because Bob, he didn't have the mana for the Pulverize. He couldn't finish the job off, but Carlo jumps in. Emo's still in massive trouble. He'll get the kill, but he does go down. Nevertheless, they do kill off Bob. PYW able to secure one. We'll go for a charge in on another. They've got Shanks now. The QIQX dropping low himself will go down. Right before they get Shanks.
Stacks.
Now moving in slowly but surely. No T1 tower to protect, so Bob can just charge right in with the onslaught. Xiang Yu, not having the greatest start to this game, is going to get pulverized as Emo tries to rotate, but a double blast off from Carlo. Does get dropped, but there's no follow-up. They don't want to dive the tier 2 tower. In comes PYW, he wants more. So does Emo. Nether Strike will connect. They needed the follow-up Split Earth, but no Palos. Is out with the song. He will... But it's still not a bad fight for IG. Like, they walk away with their visage intact and they get the techies kill. Hell, they'll even find the haste rune here for Emo. The onslaught is there again from Bob. Xiang Yu still just being targeted. He's gonna go down. But Bob has sacrificed his life for this. And I can't say that's worth it.
Nah, definitely not. I'm a little bit surprised where EXECRATION's bringing this aggression. So much emphasis down bot towards that vid.
These damn snake ladies, John. It's always the damn snake ladies that drag out games. It's Shanks, top lane. It's not scouting out for his team. Tino is right by, so they can try to go for a kill. Doom is up. They will need to commit. PYW, though, he's just going to try and run the old-fashioned way, but the body blocks from the illusions. Doing great work here from Palos.
Creation. Bob still has that pulverize ready. We only saw one use out of that spell.
He's also got the Blade Mail as well, so it's kind of hard for Emo to protect his edge. You don't even bother. QIQX just going to go down. Does just tank the gank for Emo. Well, Palos already has a heart up. My god. 18.5 minutes in, the Heart of Tarrasque is there for the Naga. Charges out onto the techies, but PYW is on his own so far. He'll keep going with the Nether Strike. TPs are incoming. Carlo should drop, but he is just still alive. Finally, he goes down, but in comes the cavalry. EXECRATION, they want to fight. A 3-man stun, though, from Xiang Yu, and they are getting locked down by the Stone Gaze. Palos, oh, he's gonna die. The Pulse Nova will get it done from Emo. It's such a shame too. They could have just let Carlo die by himself and just kind of kept farming, but they moved him for the fight and it does cost them. Even Shanks getting caught. PYW gonna move up to the high ground through the twin gates. Does cancel. Shanks, he'll be the final piece of the puzzle. PYW playing with his food is gonna survive as Shanks goes down. And yeah,
Game going towards IG, although EXECRATION are clumped up here.
Roshan's low. Bob, he's gonna try and charge in. The PYW charges right back at him. Make sure the onslaught cannot get into the Roshan pit. Very strong charge from PYW. And now Shanks will also go down. A double kill for QYQX. Sangyu does indeed keep tabs on Palos. Palos had the shield room, but that is now gone. He's a tanky boy, but he needs to be able to pop that song. He's been perma-stunned so far. The respawn on the Familiars just to ensure it. Xiang Yu giving him zero chance of being able to get the song.
Butterfly gold. They are getting a chase down onto Bob here as well.
Bob trying to run. Now the strike is not up for PYW. The chase is still ongoing though. Bob, he'll go for the pulverize, but there is now help in for PYW. They'll just lock him down again. A great charge out. Tino gonna rotate with Shanks, trying to help Bob. They'll find Xiang Yu. They've got one, but Emo, he cleans up Shanks. He'll go for Tino. The sticky bomb will at least slow them up a little bit. Carlo, he will not connect the blast off. Meanwhile, Tino able to get out. Charge is there. It's onto Bob this time, so they will not let him go through the twin gates. Emo's trying to close the gap, get closer to Bob, but the onslaught towards the south. Bob is still surviving, just a little bit longer, but not quite long enough. They will finally get him. And it's not even over. Tino was still running to boot. Tino will go down as a third. Emo's going to show up. Looking for Palos, they got the right one. Emo just kind of forces him to split up. The charge is there now. Palos, he's forced to pop the song. The song will cancel the charge at least. Does he have a TP? He does, but instead they're going to try and fight perhaps as Xiang Yu. He's getting jumped here by Bob, but they are fighting back. But in comes Tino, and it should be at least the Visage to go down. So try to burst down Palos, but without the perma-stun to stop the song, it's very hard to do that. Still Bob getting caught out, will go down, and it's still going to end up being a great trade for IG. Smoke is out. IG, they've got the MKB now up on Dust. They want to try and abuse this timing. EXECRATION may not be expecting this to be available now. Still very early. Charges there. PYW, he'll get started on the Doom. They just want to blow him up ASAP. Tino, he's just gone. They even found Carlo, so it's already 2 down. It's Palos. He has not popped the song. He's just walking the old-fashioned way. PYW is still charging him down. Will land it. Palos will avoid the stun. Pops the song eventually. Needs to get out ASAP. He'll pop the mirror images and try to TP out, and I think he should be fine. And he will be. You've got the blink up on Tino, so it's just a matter of finding the right target. Bob, he'll jump in. There's your pounce in from Bob. Still trying not to dust, but the Stone Gaze is going to be there. Song ultimately committed immediately, ensuring they cannot abuse the Stone Gaze. Can they reinitiate? It seems like EXECRATION might just try IG. They are not backing off yet. Emo, he'll jump in. Shanks barely surviving with the pack. Will make it out. Tino, however, he's been caught in the Doom. Tino's down. And the bottom racks, they're the tier 4 towers. How do you stop this EXECRATION? They've got to try. Song is up in 20 seconds. A far cry away is Palos, just getting destroyed.
God.
Underneath the tier 4 towers, but they've got the minefield sign. That's a lot of damage coming out into IG, but Emo still survives. Still makes it out. IG though, they might need to back now. Bob, TPing in will cancel. Palos still chasing, has lane. It's like, how are you gonna deal with this guy? Lane of barracks. Plus on the Doosa. It's like, how are you gonna deal with this guy?
You probably just don't. If you don't doom the Doosa up, then there's just no answer.
Carlo's got no answer right now. Carlo just dying for free. No buyback available on him. Down for 70 seconds now without the techies. Tier 2 tower is going to melt pretty damn quickly. They've even got some Skelly boys ready. The charge, PYW, perfect charge in. Found 2 targets. Tino, he is just melting to the damage. Bob got petrified mid-pulverized the boot. That's all they can do. Just pop song and leave.
See Shanks and Carlo play. I think it's just down to the slow start for Bob. We'll try.
Now gonna give it one more crap. PYW gets one. Bob is down. They'll look for another.
Oh,
Palos
boy.
just melting to the damage. It's got to be over. GG is called. Execration. They are not feeling this game number one any longer. You know, quite frankly, I don't think they had much of a choice, John. The game was well and truly over here between these two teams. IG. Strike a pose, Bob. We gotcha.
The battle begins.
Here we go.
Oh.
Have a fight over the bounties. So it
Shanks is
is going to
dead.
be a 3-for-1. Execration able to get away with one. However, QIQX is securing first blood. Especially annoying for Shanks on the Pugner as bottom lane. Palos was kind of copying a lot of damage here. Palos still being chased down. Spear actually landed on Carlo, so Carlo now going to be the focus, but a nice double boundless. However, Palos, he is still being chased. I don't know if they want to dive for this, but they don't need to. PYW still gets the kill, and now Carlo, save your buddy syndrome fully kicking in. PYW happily denies himself off after they're both dead. Meanwhile, top lane, you do lose an Enchantress. That's something for Execration. But Dust is just chasing them down. The bright side about all this Filipinos being in Bali, John, at least, you know, Savage doesn't have to deal with it, right? Mid lane, Emo. Emo's gonna find a kill. Bob the one to go down. Bob, he was trying to be aggressive, but it ends up not paying off for him. Damn it, John, don't laugh while I'm trying to play-by-play the damn fight.
This is pretty brutal.
QIQX mid lane is gonna go down. Nice pick up here from Shanks and Carlo.
To the impurities.
You as an Australian, and you should be pretty happy about these spiders gone.
I suppose so. It's not my problem right now, John. Bob, zip in. Vortex is there. Sticky bomb as well. QIQX finally does go down, but now Emo might trade, but no. He sees Palos, he says, screw that. Not worth the risk. Nice pick up here for Execration. Game one was. Already a much closer affair. Mid lane. As I say that, Emo, he does get Carlo, but the Vortex back from Bob is going to hold down the Leshrac. PYW is still chasing Shanks, basically on his own. He will die for this, but it does make it so Bob can't keep the chase up onto the Lesh.
Yeah, they got the bottle top up in the middle of that engagement as well, so Emo's has some mana to play with. Bob runs out, but here comes Tino with the spiders.
I suppose with the Broodmother around, they do not feel very afraid of IG, but here comes Xiang Yu. Arena is down. He's got the spear available, just trying to line it up and gets it perfectly onto the Broodmother. And Tino, that's the highest net worth hero on the map right now, going down. That's a very big pick-off for IG.
So you just need to be a bit patient with the spear. It connects, you get the kill, you save your mid-tier 1.
Getting caught, Bob. A long zip in, the turnaround is going to be there, however, it's not going to be enough. QIQX trying to help out, but he is also going to die. Palos, he just casually walks in and secures a double kill here, John. Happy days for Palos.
Radiant's courier.
And
QIQX will break the smoke.
Come on, Strike.
Zip in from Bob, and eventually they should have their way with the Enchantress. And they will. It's still a nice smoke break for QIQX though, like he does make it so they can't enter the dire triangle and take out
run pretty fast, and you can just kind of play around. Once this Echo Saber's up, they will chase Xiang Yu.
Lane. Sung Yu is going to get caught. Tries for the TP play up, but is not going to make. Not quite enough time. So, as they do head towards the Twin Gates.
Radiant
Emo,
structures are
very low on mana already. Malesh going to get caught by Bob into a double blast off from Carlo. These rotations, they're perfect as Bob's going to hand another tip out for Emo.
Smoke out now from QIQX and Xiang Yu, looking to show that blink off.
Oh, Palos, he's around, he's going to see Emo, he'll pop the Wukongs, and Emo is just melting. Oh my, that was very quick. IG, they never even got to break the smoke and initiate. They barely miss out on PYW though. W narrowly avoiding the smoke rotation. Instead, it's QIQX who's going to be spotted here by Bob. Jump is there. Xiangyu does not have arena to drop, so they can't really initiate. Even Emo TPing in to try and help. They'll jump in with the spear now, but Bob, he's not done yet. He'll go for more. Talos is going to jump in and boot. This does not look good for IG. They are just melting to the damage. Emo is gone. So is Xiangyu. PYW at least walks his way out of this, but Execration... It's so awkward for IG, right? Because if you smoke up, you've got to be wary of Spiderlings being around you, scouting out the vision. And on top of that, if you run into any mines, the smoke becomes obvious as hell as Execration. They're jumping in. QIQX already gone. They've got a last onto Palos, though Palos, he's going to drop. It's not a bad fight for IG so far. They're buying back on their edge. They're coming back in now. A big blast off from Carlo. Nino is just shredding them on the Broodmother, but it seems like Dust is forcing him back. As now the Storm does get caught. Bob is down. Shanks in trouble as well, is going to go for a run, but Emo will slow him up with his lightning sword. And eventually they will have the damage. They even find Carlo. 4 down for Execration. IG able to find themselves a good team fight.
And that is all off the back of this really...
Execration will smoke to boot. Tina will start sending up the Spiderlings to scout out for his team. IG looking for that big jump in with the lasso or the arena. Both blinks are up. Bob is spotted, but instead they'll go for the partner first. Arena down. It's got a few targets. Shanks is already out of his team fight. As Tina will be focused, perma-stunned up on the Broodmother. And now Palos, he's jumped in. Is it too late? Yes, it is. Oh boy. 3 down again. Aegis has expired as well from Bob. Well, he did lose it rather. And he's perma-stunned up by Emo. Carlo at least will TP up with instant tips going towards Bob. That's what I don't like for Execration. Like, they can't allow this to happen. IG moving in, they saw the storm, they jump in with the arena now, catching out at least Carlo on the techies. Bob does make his way out. In fact, they're going to go for a lasso as well. Under the partner, finding a secondary target. PYW with the Glimmer Cape walking out. Tino, he got the kill, but at what cost? Oh, he's alive. He's still running with the BKB. He'll barely survive, but the chase is ongoing. They really want Tino. They miss out for now. Execration in the meantime, still trying to fight. Wukong's command out on Palos. Palos going after the TB. They've almost got Dust with the Sunder. It's going to buy more time. Bob's the one in danger. Bob goes down. Emo's still chasing. They'll find the Monkey King. Oh no. There goes your partner to boot. Shanks is gone. Bob will get... Palos are moving. You'll get the vision. Wukong's is up. Zip is there. Bob, he's going to find QIQX. Lasso, it's caught the Broodmother. Tino, he got caught for a moment. The life drain's going to make sure he remains alive as now the arena. It's caught 2 targets.
Oh,
and Palos
What?
just gets destroyed. Oh boy, Execration again falling apart. Tino is gonna make it with the TP, but oh, Roshan.
IG, they find some big kills, 23 to 22 now, 8k up. A very even back and forth in game 2,
Carlo?
considering that early start, although.
Carlo, he's trying to get the vision down. Try and force the Roshan fight. Here comes Execration again. Palos, he'll jump right in. Boundless strike. Wukong's command out. Everyone from ID trying to run. Bob will zip right in with the Xiangyu. Trying to get the Mars at least. They'll find one. It's a decent start, but the buybacks are incoming. IG, they are not going to let the Roshan go down for free. Emo just looking to go in by himself with the Pulse Nova, but now the Bloodstone active does end. Thing is, Tino, he's been caught on the high ground by the stun, but still with the life drain. He is able to walk out just a little bit. Tino's fine, but does need a quick reset. Roshan is now officially up. Arena down, Palos, he's the one to get caught. Tino moving back and at least kicks on PYW, but now the Split Earth comes out. Bob able to get out of there, but I can't say the same for Palos. I can't say the same for Shanks. And poor old Tino, he'll be left behind in the Broodmother. Tino's gone. A triple kill for IG Emo. Here we go, IG. We're trying to move in. Lasso is there, they got Palos. That's the one target you don't want to lose right now. Palos trying to run, but the Skadi slow making it so hard. One hit away, but he makes it. Palos is safe. And they go, they'll try for the fight. Bob, he's going to zip right in, but IG are just destroying the side of EXECRATION. At least they got the mask. At least Palos survives another day. But Dust and Emo, they still seem invincible. These split earths now constantly coming in. Vortex is out. Boundless on Dust. But Dust is just casually walking back. Tino can be so careful. The chase will be on. But Tino will run through. They could still look to reinitiate with a nice spear back. But instead it's down to the bottom tier 3 tower. Just having faith they are too strong to deal with.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Bob is trying to deal the damage with these zips back and forth, but they aren't doing too much here to IG. So Tino's going to rush in now into Dust. Dust is in a bit of danger. He's got no Aegis up. Dust is gone. Palos, however, he will also drop as Emo is going to turn right back around. They do at least get QIQX, but now the lasso from PYW holding down Bob. Bob is alive though. With the life drain, he will not take enough damage.
Oh,
But they do lose Tino. Emo's just a huge problem. EXECRATION. They need this team fight to work out their way. Bob, he's going to jump in onto Dust with the immediate Hex out, locking him down. He's in big trouble already. Can they keep the perma-lock? The Crepify is going to save him. Shanks is down, however. They won't have that life any longer. Still, Bob needs to zip out. Dust, he's down.
What?
They've got the Terrorblade. Palos gets the work done. Now Emo's gone. He'll eat the cheese. He'll survive a little bit longer. But he needs to get out. Palos is on the chase. Emo, what kind of magic can he make happen?
Palos?
Has he jumped too
What?
far? Palos, he has. Oh, Palos is down. Shanks, Tino, they're trying to fight. It's not going to work. IG wiped them completely. Will they get it for free? Roshan, very, very low now. 1k HP left. They've got to zip in right here, right now. But IG, they've got it. Arena down. Xian Yu trying to find a target. Won't quite. Barely misses out on Palos. In there with the zip is Bob. He does find one with that. Emo moving in. Palos, he's got the BKB this time around, but Emo is still perfectly fine to go back after the rest of them. Bob, Carlo, Shanks, everyone going down to the Pulse Nova. Emo, he's just so damn tanky. They're trying to focus him down, but he's got a couple gone before he does end up dropping. So finally the Leshrac dies, but the buybacks are there. Tino is going to drop. 2 buybacks were committed from EXECRATION.
Ooh.
Trying to get there to help out Palos. Once again, Ancient is completely exposed. Bob continues. PYW getting low. Vortex is out. It's an AoE Vortex. Meanwhile, Xian Yu, he has found the Pugna. This is not looking too good for him as Shanks is down and so is Carlo. Ouch. It's a 2v5. Ancient completely exposed. Last attempt. They're trying. Bob gets caught, so does Palos. More tips coming up from Emo. A huge Vortex from Bob. But there's no follow-up here, John. GG is called. A 2-0 victory for IG. An EXECRATION, I mean, I'll give him props, John. Game 2 looked a lot better than Game 1. But still just not good enough to beat IG.